if we could dive right into it, I love hearing all the guests that I've come in. I had Trevor Thompson from Equity Real Estate as a real estate agent. Yes, you know Trevor. We had Marcus Burton last week as a mortgage broker. And today we have a real estate attorney and you, Jeff Braylio.
Yeah, you're hitting it hard.
Yes.
These guys are getting great content.
That's right. That's right. And it's always fun to hear what everyone's top 3 questions are that they get asked from their clients over and over and over again, because listeners out there who've never purchased a home might not know what questions to be asking. So if you don't mind sharing with me, what are the top 3 questions you are asked by your clients, and can share your thoughts on those questions?
Yeah, the first question I usually get is, how do I protect my assets? Because I deal with both residential and retail buyers of real estate, as well as real estate investors, that's a big question. And the answer is different depending on who I'm speaking with. So if I'm speaking with just a family that wants to pick up their first home, that they're going to raise their family in, that's a very different conversation than I'm going to have with a real estate investor who's picking up a portfolio of rental properties. So we'll kind of cover that from both sides, since we've got both listeners today.
Yes.
On the family side, for just retail buyers buying a house they want to live in, there are some things that you can do to really protect your assets. So the first question you want to ask yourself is, what assets am I protecting? Okay. Is this a house, piece of real estate? And is that house my primary residence that I'm living in, or is it an income property? Am I trying to protect cash accounts, or are there stock brokerage accounts? Am I trying to protect these assets from potential liability, lawsuits, potential divorces? So there's a lot about asset protection that a good lawyer will follow up with questions to narrow down exactly what you want to protect and how you want to protect it. Most families, our first recommendation is always have a family living trust set up. This is an estate planning tool. It's sort of the basic document plan for almost all families, whether you're single or married, children or no children, and at any income level. The family living trust is an incredible document that helps control and allocate your assets after you pass away. It doesn't necessarily provide asset protection in the true sense of the way us asset protection attorneys talk about, but it is a good control mechanism, and it can protect the assets from crazy heirs or family members coming out of the woodwork to try and make claims on your estate or your house
Right.
when it was something that you didn't want. So having all these instructions put down in a living trust that dictates what you want to have happen to your assets will keep them controlled the way you want them controlled, and not subject to courts or the state laws or anything like that. So for families, it all begins with the family living trust.
Okay.
Okay?
Great.
If you're a real estate investor picking up rental properties, then your primary line of defense is always the LLC, the limited liability company. This is the tried and true standard bearer of beginning asset protection for almost all real estate investors. Is they will have an LLC set up to hold and manage their rental properties. Provides great protection. There are some additional layers that we can add on for more protection if assets warrant it, but that's a little bit more of an advanced topic. So at the beginning levels, for retail buyers, family living trust. For real estate investors, the LLC.
Wonderful, wonderful.